Contrary to some beliefs, adding too much weight when you're pregnant is not such a good idea. In this video, I'll be sharing reasons why excessive weight gain during pregnancy can lead to problems for you and your baby. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dr. Sylvia, a general practitioner and founder of AskAwayHealth. Here we talk about everything to do with women's health and family health. If this is your first time, please like this video and do consider subscribing to my channel, because here we will keep you fully informed about valuable health tips to boost your health. Many women believe they need to support their babies in different ways while they're pregnant. While that's correct, it doesn't mean you need to add excessive amounts of weight in order to do this. So no, you don't need to eat for two, and you don't have to start taking high fat or high carbohydrate foods in order to do so. By the time most babies are born, they weigh between 3 and 4 kilograms. So the concept of eating for two doesn't particularly apply, because the second person only requires a small amount of extra nutrition which your body can provide without excessive weight gain. Rather than increasing your appetite, you can expand the quality and variety of the food that you're eating to ensure your baby is getting the right supplements to grow. Here are some facts to be aware of when it comes to pregnancy weight. Try to be at a healthy weight before you get pregnant. This means you're at a BMI above 18.5 and under 24.9. Any higher or lower, you might have trouble ovulating and even falling pregnant in the first place. Or if you do fall pregnant, you could be more at risk of having a miscarriage and losing your baby. 2. We don't recommend you gain more than between 8 to 10 kilograms when you're pregnant. This extra weight includes that of your baby, the placenta, your womb that grows bigger to support the baby, a little extra fat, and more fluid and blood volume that will support your baby's growth and development. Not only does this moderate amount of weight gain when you're pregnant keep away any complications, it's also hopefully easier for you to return to your pre-pregnancy weight after you've had your baby. It's really important because at that time your body needs to be as fit as possible to cope with the demands of a growing baby. Also, suppose you've had different treatments during delivery. For example, an assisted birth, a cesarean section, an episiotomy or repair of an episiotomy, and so on. In that case, you'll recover quicker and better if your BMI is not too high. So here are the problems that you might face if you are excessively overweight in your pregnancy. 1. Gestational diabetes. This is when you develop the condition diabetes while you are pregnant. Diabetes is a common condition, one where the body is unable to manage several metabolic processes, for example, how to break down sugar effectively. If you're diabetic, it means you're going to require extra treatments, you could develop complications, and these complications could also affect your baby. 2. Gestational hypertension or pre-eclampsia. Make sure you go and check out my video here where I talk about pre-eclampsia and hypertension in pregnancy. But basically, developing high blood pressure in pregnancy is a very serious problem that can affect both your health and your baby's. 3. Macrosomia and shoulder dystocia. These are very posh words. Macrosomia means a newborn who is bigger than average, and usually that's over 4 kilograms. So what we're saying is that being overweight in pregnancy can put you at risk of having a baby who's bigger than average. And the problems with that could be several, including difficulty in delivering the baby vaginally, and this is why we talk about shoulder dystocia. Shoulder dystocia is an obstetric emergency. This is a very serious problem. It's a complication of gestational diabetes which can lead to macrosomia, and what it means is that there is difficulty in delivering the baby vaginally, and the baby can become obstructed or blocked as they're trying to travel through the birth canal. So there is difficulty delivering the baby's face and head, and when its shoulders are coming through, they become blocked in the birth canal. This can lead to other complications that include having a cesarean section or even death if it's not properly handled. Next, preterm delivery. Being excessively overweight can increase the risk of having your baby before they've come to term, and that can have several complications, including their organs being so immature they are unable to cope at the time they are born. Another challenge that you may experience being overweight in pregnancy is birth trauma. We've looked at some of this already, but studies indicate that being overweight when you're pregnant may increase your risk of having assisted delivery, requiring tears or episiotomies to help or assist your vaginal birth. This also includes the risk of a cesarean delivery for the reasons that we've mentioned if a vaginal birth is not considered safe for you or your baby. It might also become necessary if you've developed high blood pressure or diabetes because of excess weight. What about after you've had the baby? Yes, being excessively overweight also contributes to problems in that segment because there could be problems like heavy bleeding, development of infections, or developing blood clots. Remember that pregnancy is one of the risk factors for developing blood clots, and if you're overweight, that increases the risk even further. Another problem that could happen is a stillbirth, that is the baby born dead after 24 weeks. And while it is possible that this could also develop in women who are not overweight, it is still a problem that is identified more if you're excessively overweight when you're pregnant. And finally on my list, there are congenital problems that affect your baby. These are problems or defects that they are born with. Examples are failure of organs like the heart or the spinal cord to develop properly, problems with the limbs being of different sizes, failure of the bowel to completely develop and there might be some blockage in the anus or other parts of the bowel, problems like a cleft palate or cleft lip, or conditions like hydrocephalus where there is an excessive buildup of fluid within the brain. So these are some of the problems that can happen to both mom and baby if you are excessively overweight during your pregnancy. With all that said, to keep a healthy weight while planning to become pregnant and during your pregnancy, here are a few things that you should do. 1. Base your meals around starchy foods, especially whole grains in moderate amounts. For example, rice, potatoes, pasta, bread, and so on. 2. Eat plenty of fiber-rich foods such as fruits, vegetables, oats, beans, peas, and lentils. 3. Eat at least 5 portions of different fruits and vegetables every day. 4. Keep your diet low in fat and as much as possible take only tiny portions of fried food, sugary drinks and candy, and food high in fat and carbohydrates like cakes and cookies and processed snacks. Listen, from some of the healthy foods that you eat, your body can process and store all the fat that it needs. You don't need to add more to your diet when you're pregnant. Number 6, avoid skipping meals, especially breakfast. Number 7, be intentional about controlling the portion size of your meals and how often you're eating during the day. So if you'd like to learn more about safe eating while you're pregnant, go ahead and download my free What Food to Avoid When You're Pregnant guide. Please click the link in the description below to get your copy. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any comments or found this video helpful in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.